Now, ladies and gentlemen, as of today, November 3rd, 2022, which is also Gabe Newell's 60th birthday, make sure you go wish him one, the creator of Counter-Strike. We wouldn't be here without him. Gabe, follower on Twitter, also data mined a lot of stuff revolving around CSGO, possibly leading to a new case and maybe even an operation, which is a very big talk of the town recently and a huge hype in the game because people are wanting more content. And of course, a case would be very good to fix the supply issue. Now, if you guys are unfamiliar with who Gabe Follower is, essentially he's a data miner and leaker for CSGO. Doesn't work for them, does his own stuff on Twitter, and he also has a YouTube channel. I suggest you go follow him on there as well as Twitter. You'll find this stuff out a lot sooner than I would. And his YouTube essentially breaks down what Source 2 actually is. And with these little leaks, he explains them a lot better than I can and really anyone else could as well. Link to his stuff in the description. But before we go in depth for today's video, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and of course subscribe. And here's a quick word from our video sponsor, Skins Monkey.
Now today's video sponsor is of course Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is currently the easiest and also fastest way you can buy, but most importantly trade your CSGO skins. All you have to do is make sure you have your trade link, and on your first trade, if you have a leftover balance, it goes towards your current balance that can be used the next time you end up trading skins. It has 3 ways you can inspect, but most importantly has a very in-depth inspect feature that you can see corners on a Karambit, for an example, that you can't really see otherwise unless you have the item in-game. If you end up topping up your balance, make sure to use promo code MANDO to get up to a 35% deposit bonus and a free $5 on the first trade.
So about 20 minutes ago, he tweeted out a couple of things, but the first initial one, he said, new big Dota 2 update just released, and it means new at CSGO leaks for Source 2, which is very interesting, but no one really has any context to this because he hasn't explained this so far. It's just 8 screenshots and really only one of them are very important. Reason I say you should go follow him is because he's probably going to break down what this actually all means. Now he says Source 2, but this to me, by looking at this stuff, by the first screenshot, looks like an operation, possibly a case. First one, I don't know what any of this means. I think what he's getting at with Source 2 is probably related to this a little bit. It looks like they're increasing or decreasing the RAM consumption on your PC, which make it run a lot better, a lot more smooth, and that's what Source 2, of course, is going to do. This, I'm not sure. Maybe this is also related to Source 2 with how you pick up items. That's what it looks like with the bottom anyway. I'm not too sure about that one. And of course, the fourth and final screenshot of his first initial tweet. Feel free to read this and also go check his Twitter and see what he says. But he followed up with another tweet, no context whatsoever, plus CSGO item compiler version. And I think this is all related to in-game items, and that's what we're getting at as well. Save the best for last. Next up, this is the big juicy one, really the only one I'm going to talk about here. Case key, community case, paint kit, unusual loot list. So this sounds like a case right here, possibly an operation, but it looks like it's just a case as of right now. I don't see anything leading personally to an operation or possibly Source 2. I've given my takes on Source 2 and when I think it's going to come out. I think it's probably a matter of time when that does. But I think at the moment, Valve is kind of a little nervous to release something that big because something that big, game-breaking or not, could break your economy in the game and ruin the entire system overall for CSGO, their main money source. And just the other day, we talked about the possibilities of a new case releasing that would be the one-off besides an operation, the pros and cons towards that, on our end and of course Valve's. Reasons an operation would come very soon, of course that being with a case, would be because the player count's very high, people are hungry for skins, they know people will pay for them. And of course, the reason they wouldn't is because the player count is too high. And also, the most recent case we got in the game was just 3.5 months ago, which really isn't that long. When an average, when a new case is coming out inside of Counter-Strike, it's anywhere from 5 to 7 months. But of course, some have a one-off situation. That could be one of them. And with the player count being so high, Valve knows people will unbox this case and unbox stars with an operation, which would oversaturate and oversupply the market a lot. And I already know I'm going to get comments talking about, well, CSGO doesn't update just because of the market. Well, I got news for you. When it comes to cases and operations, yes, they do. They have people at Valve that specialize on the economy because this is what makes them money. If they release too many things in 1 year, that would oversaturate and devalue a lot of older skins, which is pretty much inflating their own market. So I think they're wanting to wait for the player count to go down before they release something like that. But either way, it looks like a case is probably coming in the next little while, which is pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think down below. I think this is possibly a bait, but I feel like they'd be missing out on an opportunity not to announce something at the end of the Rio Major. Valve has tendencies to update stuff or let people know an update is coming at the end of something to market it a lot better. Something that's relevant to this is back in 2018 during the Face It Major, I believe, Valve at the end of it, when the final was concluded and people were still watching, there was a lot of people there, and of course online, Valve revealed some unseen footage of the new version and current version of Cash, which we didn't receive for 3 years, but that's something that was pretty interesting. Let me know what you guys think. Stay positive, stay sexy. I'm out, guys. Peace.